Hey everybody, PC Outcast here. Welcome back to more Skyrim assassin goodness with the Blood Flower. As you can see, things have changed a little bit for Arya. She's upgraded her outfit a little bit. She even has something warm for the frigid nights here in Windhelm. And she's back in Windhelm, much as she didn't really want to come back here. Things have changed, things have changed. She no longer struggles for money. She no longer actually gives a second thought to slicing her ceremonial dagger. And it is a beautiful dagger, too. This. Look at that thing. No longer gives a second thought to sliding that across someone's throat or slipping it into their back. She has earned a good living for herself, collecting trophies, mostly killing bandits. And she does kill, at least she tries to only kill the target, right? Sometimes she does have to kill others in between. Sometimes people get in the way, but she's never killed an innocent. It's always criminals, bandits, a thief, sometimes creatures like vampires. But she's never killed someone that wasn't a criminal. Anyway, not yet. So we'll see how long that lasts. She's returned here to Windhelm because she's recently purchased a home in Whiterun, and she wanted to come back and set matters straight with a certain girl. Follow me, Lydia.
Don't think you can barter with me like one of those damn shopkeepers.
Well, she's not here. We'll have to search for her. She might be sleeping over in her little spot.
My heart goes out to Clan Shatashi.
No. Hey, you know, Lydia, this bench used to be my bed. I shared this little space here with a little girl that just slept on the stones over here. But it's time that we give that little girl a home. The girl with no name, yeah, her name's Sophie. Apparently she's nowhere to be found, though. Oh, there she is. Sophie.
I'm so cold.
You're cold? You do have a hat, but I guess you don't have anything else. You know what? Would you like to go somewhere a lot warmer? I could adopt you.
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
No, I just sleep in a cardboard box. Yes, I have a house in Whiterun.
Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind?
No, you know what, kid? You and I grew up on the mean streets of Windhelm, and it's time that you and I both upgrade to a better place. But here, I'd like to introduce you. This is Lydia. She's my housecarl. Lydia, this is Sophie. She is going to be my daughter. So I would like you to escort her back to Whiterun and make sure she gets a good meal before you go, too.
Yay! Thanks, Mama. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
Awesome. You guys go do that. I have some other things I got to attend to here.
I need to get my things and say goodbye to everyone. I'll meet you at home. Thanks. Thanks so much.
No problem. All right. Lydia, you head back.
I'll head back home if you need me.
Perfect.
Honor to you, my friend.
Because I have another matter to attend to. I've heard some disturbing things about a woman in Riften. And apparently, there's a boy here in Windhelm that has some more information about that. He's trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood? I don't think the Dark Brotherhood actually exists anymore. I do want to find out, though, if he can tell me anything more about what's going on in Riften with Grelod. I don't know if I really believe everything I've heard, but we'll see. See what he has to say, but I guess we'll just do this a little bit sneaky-like.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear.
Well, it's true. How come nobody is doing anything about this?
For the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. You've come at last! I knew you would!
Are you alright?
It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came! An assassin from the Dark Brotherhood!
Look, kid, I don't know who you think I am, but I'm not from the Brotherhood.
Of course you are! I prayed, and you came, and now you'll accept my contract!
Oh, what's going on with the title of the video? Is it messed up? What contract are you talking about?
My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften. Honor Hall! The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grelod the Kind. But she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here and you can kill Grelod the Kind.
Okay.
Sorry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
Valkyrie's got some interesting perks, and like,
Grelod is the head
you know, it is more along the lines of
for long.
the you know, vanilla. It's a lot more like vanilla, but there are some interesting perks. Some of the what's it called? Some of these shout perks are kind of cool, and it also has Torch Bash, which is perfect for another build that I'm working on. Is that in? I assume that's in block, right? Yeah, there we go. Torch Bash. Bashing with a torch deals 10 times as much fire damage and causes living opponents to flee in panic. That is perfect for another build that I'm working on. It'd be fantastic. Well, this build could easily be played with Vanilla, or Ordinator, or Spurg, or what other mods are there? Path of the Sorcery, Path of Sorcery. I was thinking about using that. Ordinator looks like an overblown version of Valkyrie. Oh, good times. Okay, so there is something weird going on with the lights. Innocence lost. Kill Grelod. The mother of Aventus Aratina recently died, and the boy was sent to live at Honor Hall Orphanage in Riften. He thinks I'm a Dark Brotherhood assassin and wants me to kill the orphanage's sadistic headmistress, Grelod the Kind. Requiem. Requiem is still not available for special edition, though, eh? Damn it. Although I'm kind of getting sick and tired of all the upgrades that keep breaking every mod. You have to, you know, then. So as mods get abandoned in special edition, they then don't work with the latest SKSE, because SKSE is keeping up with the latest version of Skyrim. It's just a mess. Right, so we are going to head back to Riften. Now, I'm not going to just kill some random old lady because one kid says that she is no good, but, you know, some people are kind of concerned about her, so I'll look into it. She's heading, our friend Arya is kind of heading in the direction of becoming a cold-hearted killer. She still has a moral compass. She won't kill anybody who is completely innocent.
You're a stranger here too.
Wow, Male, you look fantastic. Another version of Requiem? Does anybody know anything about... You work for the meadery? What are you selling? I don't know, what are you selling?
Nothing but the best. Black briar mead, fresh from the vat.
Oh, and I?
Best of all, you don't have to pay.
So making another version of Valkyrie? He's got to keep updating it, right? Because it just came out. Yeah, sure, whatever, I'll buy some mead.
There you go. Oh, and keep it quiet. This stuff isn't exactly easy to get a hold of at these prices, if you catch me drift.
How can the humble servant of Talos help you today? Talos bless you, my child.
Okay, so nobody has anything to say about Grelod.
Talos guide you.
Oh no. There's another version of Special Edition coming. Great. I'm seriously considering just going back to Legendary. Just at least it's stable. Like this game, I mean, Special Edition runs a lot better for me. And it looks better. But I don't want to constantly have my mods breaking. It's kind of a pain. Alright, Honor Hall. It's kind of late. I guess I can take my hood off now. It's a little bit warm here. As you can see, Arya has also upgraded her hairdo a little bit. Looking pretty nice. Amulet of Akatosh. Yeah, that's fine.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Really? You have the kids up past midnight?
I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
I do. The problem is that as time goes on, right? Like this update, if I don't update this update right now, it's fine. But SKSE, you know, within a week will be updated, and any mods that use SKSE that are currently being updated, that are still being worked on, will be updated. But the ones that don't, some of them break. The ones that they need SKSE, but they are not being actively updated by their mod authors. So that's a bit of a problem. All right, well, let's just talk to the woman herself.
You have no business being in here.
I have no business being here. The Dark Brotherhood doesn't like how you abuse children. Time to die? Aventus Aretino says you're abusive. He asked me to teach you a lesson. I'm not going to say either of those things just
What
now.
are you staring at, you worthless piece of gutter trash? You simply must start locking the doors again.
Okay.
Think you can intimidate me? In my own orphanage? Ha! Not bloody likely.
You really shouldn't be here.
Okay, so she's not pleasant. You're asking me to leave.
I'm sorry, but the children aren't up for adoption right now. You should go.
What is going on? Is Grelod always like that?
Sadly, yes. Even the townsfolk have taken to calling her Grelod the Kind. Her very existence has become something of a running joke. Grelod runs this orphanage because she's old and set in her ways and doesn't know any other life. These children need love and comfort. I try. But I'm sorry. You should go. The children aren't up for adoption, and it's cruel to get their hopes up. Besides, Grelod hates visitors.
Okay.
If there's nothing
I
else,
don't think I have the option to tie her up and skin her, but, okay. Look at... Wow, they're not even gonna check that I've left before falling asleep. Alright. Time to drop into sneak mode. Let's see if there's any other information, because I haven't been able to find anybody that has anything to say about Grelod except Aventus and the people in this building. What the hell is this? Buckets and shackles. Okay. So the children are being punished by being shackled to the wall? Grelod's asleep. Does she have anything on her? Pig children. She's got a sweet roll. That's enough for her to die right there. She's got nice clothes, while the children... Woodcutter's wife. Have I read this? Legend tells of a woodcutter who built a shack deep within Pine Forest. There he hoped to live in peace with his family. Lived well for a time, but without warning, weather turned bitterly cold and spoiled the harvest. Before long, with their meager supply of food all but gone, the family was starving. Okay, this is just a story. Bear of Markarth. She's got a knife in the drawer. Bestiary on ice raids? Her journal. 5th of Sun's Dusk, 4th Era, 195. Honor Hall Orphanage. How I despise this place. Growing up here, watching everyone get adopted but me. Seeing how these brats whine and complain about everything when I had less than nothing at their age. Mistress Green is too nice. She coddles the little pigs, spoils them, and fills their heads with nonsense. It's a cold, cruel world out there, and the better they learn that, the better. What qualifies her to be mistress anyway? Just because she's old and kind? Ha! I can pretend to be kind, too, when it suits me. She's not so kind, though. To me, is she? She doesn't even get onto her little darlings when they poke fun at old Grelod, who cleans the floors and cooks the meals. Harmless pranks, she calls them. One day I'll be mistress of Honor Hall. One day I'll show these little brats what it really means to be an orphan. 3rd of Second Seed, 4th Era, 196. The old crone finally died. What a shame. Must have been something she ate. So she poisoned the former mistress. 16th of Last Seed, 4th Era, 196. Headmistress of Honor Hall. And now I've got my own assistant to boss around. Cook the meals and clean the floors. She's a young, stupid girl, but I can get her to straighten out quick enough. It's these little brats that I'll have to contend with. Who knew, though, that being head of Honor Hall Orphanage would be so lucrative? The steward gives us a weekly allowance for food and clothes and toys and a lot of stuff these children just don't need. Why do they need more than one pair of shoes? Waste of money, if you ask me. And children will eat and eat unless you regulate them. Don't want a bunch of fat little piggies around here, do we? One meal a deal. 1 meal a day is more than good enough for them. Fourth era of Evening Star, the fourth of Evening Star, fourth era, 188. Bunch of gifts arrived for the children today. People are so generous. Just to teach them a lesson, I let them look at all the presents before sending them away and letting them know they'd be sold. The brats have to start paying to earn their keep. Until they can pay for their own food and clothes, they don't get anything. I'm building up quite a little nest egg here, but I could always use more. Maven made an interesting proposal to me the other day. She and I both agree that children shouldn't be idle, so maybe I'll start putting these brats to work. 11th of Morningstar, 4th era, 201. Got a new orphan today by the name of Aventus. Stupid kid won't stop crying over his mother and is refusing to wash bottles like the rest of them. Locked him in the closet for 3 days. No food. That'll teach him to stop sniveling. 15th of First Seed, 4th era, 201. Damn it, stupid boy ran off. Now I've got the steward questioning me. He probably went back to Windhelm. Hopefully he gets killed on the road, but if not, I'll have to find some means of getting him back. Oh, and then he'll pay. Right. Poison. Fire. Yeah. We don't want it to be quick, do we? A ruined book. A private letter. Grelod. If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. Keep those brats under control. I was in the market yesterday and one of them scampered by me like an urchin and almost stepped on my toe. I'm paying you extra beyond what the steward gives you to make sure they're actually working and not just wasting air with their pathetic existence. I'm sending more bottles over to be washed and I expect better results this next time. Also, as soon as the girl starts to bleed, let me know. I have a friend who's interested in some companionship, and he'll pay nicely to have someone so young. The boys I want working in the meadery as soon as they're strong enough to lift a crate. Don't make me have to remind you of your duties again. MB I'm taking is probably Maven. So we got 2 targets to deal with. Now, I'm totally okay with killing her. She is another one of the criminals. I don't want to disturb the children. I mean, everyone's sleeping, so setting her on fire is probably not the way to do this, but I also don't want it to be entirely painless. So what options have we got? I could summon a flame atronach. I could set a fire rune trap, but that could kill other people. I can slip her some poison. Maybe I have an interesting poison that will cause her some pain as she dies. Lingering poison, that's too strong for her. Ooh, a poison of paralysis. That's kind of interesting. She'd be paralyzed and terrorized. Now, you know what? Fire. Uh-oh. They seem to be a little bit... Oh! Sorry, kids. Are you guys okay with
When
this?
Aventus escaped, Grelod got meaner than ever. I really thought she was going to kill one of us. Guess not.
Okay, he seems fine with it. Francois?
I can't believe it! Grelod is dead? She's really dead! Someone has killed Grelod!
Grelod is
When
dead.
Aventus took off,
Aventus did
and he
it.
said those things. Hooray! Grelod the kind is dead at
Okay, so...
Kill one person and you can solve so many problems. Aventus really did it. He got the Dark Brotherhood.
And we got a new Dark Brotherhood assassin in the making. Okay. Relax. You seem to be okay, so I'm gonna leave you for now, but you... I will be keeping an eye on you, miss. And there you go. One down. Just gotta take care of Maven. But that will probably take a bit more effort. I mean, I didn't even get into my outfit. Alright. In the meantime, such a good role model for the children. Yeah, the entire orphanage are going to become assassins now. What do we got here? Gather. Find a thief in East March. Hunt a vampire in the Rift. Retrieve an heirloom from Pine Peak Cavern. Thief in East March. They're a little bit tricky to track down sometimes. So what can anybody tell me more about Maven?
You're not from around here. Imperial spy, perhaps?
No.
Support Ulfric or die trying. There's
Oh,
nothing.
hello.
You in town, eh? Here
You're a
for the
fisherman? No, you don't have anything to say. What do we got here? Anything interesting? A forsworn leader bounty. A bandit leader bounty. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, which one is it? Got too many of them. Ulfric. Oh, there. Or a time. Whereabouts is that? So I gotta tell Aventus that I've killed Grelod. And where's this? It doesn't want to go to my map. So there's Aventus. Oh, it's way over there. Kill the bandit leader over there. Okay, fastest way to get there, I guess, would be from here, from there. I think there's a big drop off here, so I think Rorikstead's probably going to be it. First of all, let's go back and tell Aventus the good news. We'll see what he has to say about Constance. Is that her name? I mean, he seemed to indicate that it was just Grelod that was the problem. All the kids seem pretty happy that Grelod's dead. No, I'm gonna put my hood back on. It's too damn cold around here.
Well, Grelod the kind. Is she, you know...
You were right. She really was horrible. Grelod the Kind is dead.
Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again.
Okay. What are you gonna do now?
I'll go back to the orphanage in a while. I'll give them time to, you know, clean up the mess.
Oof. Okay. So you're gonna head back Are you gonna be, you gonna be alright on your own?
I'm going to be an assassin. That way I can help lots of children, just like you.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Glad to be... I mean, yeah, okay. Just remember, don't kill innocents. Alright, so that's done. Yeah, let's go deal with that bandit later. So what I've been doing as far as the build is concerned is I make every effort to sneak in, avoid combat with everyone as best as I can. I don't mind killing like beasts and things like beasts and undead and stuff like that. But people, I try to avoid everyone, even if they are bandits. I try to avoid combat with them and just take out like the bandit leader, for example, in this, like we're going to be going and doing here. Let's change our outfit. I've been using the Thieves Guild outfit. No, yeah, that HUD doesn't go with that at all. And I don't really like this HUD for her either. I mean, it's okay. I kind of prefer the open air look. Yeah, she... She tends to focus on trying to kill, you know, just kill the target. Because that's the thing that I've been trying to do an assassin build that does that, right? Then it just doesn't just go in and slaughter everybody. The whole idea is, apparently my ancestors want someone else to die. Well, I don't know where they are right now, so they get to live. I always liked like the idea of an assassin that just slips in, takes out the target, and nobody else is the wiser. Now, sometimes that's not possible. Sometimes, you know, your target is like surrounded by other people and you can't distract them. You gotta deal with more than one. But more often than not, it is actually possible to take out just the main target. Alright, I think I'm at Aura time. No, this looks like a lovely place. Are they trying to discourage people from coming here? I mean, this is like a bandit hideout, right? You think that they... Are they trying to indicate that there's like, I don't know, necromancers or something really nasty so you don't go in there? Or? I don't know. Somebody right there. This is not exactly dark in here, is it? How am I going to get past these guys? Right. This one's particularly close quarters, so trying to avoid them is going to be interesting, to say the least. Hey, hey, how's it going? I can... Dimalina? Is that close? I was almost not going to attempt to pronounce your name. You're still watching the first part. Uh-oh. This is ridiculous. There's too much light. I don't have invisibility, or do I? Maybe I have an invisibility potion. I do. Huh. Oh, there's a ledge up there. Not a way to get up there, is there? I don't think so. And then she's up there, and she moves. Yeah, there's way too much light here. Okay, let's give the invisibility thing a try. And there's you. And then there's you. Oh my goodness, there's too many of them. Surely they're gonna notice. Oh, and the game crashed. Okay, that's a good sign. Well, it's a good thing I saved there. Hey, thanks. Stealth builds are always fun. All right, well, let's hope that that goes a little bit better. Yeah, I only have one invisibility potion. I mean, if I have to kill everybody here, right? But hopefully. What's going on with this guy? Ah, crap. Okay. We've got... Well, all right, so that went to hell. Do we have another? All right, you deal with my atronach. Ooh. Wow. Bandit's journal. Let's check that out. A Nordic Dwemer blade. Wonder what this armor would look like on me. It's kind of cool looking. of those. Yeah, the Whispers is from Imperius. It is part of the whole being a dark elf. Ooh, a glass dagger. Yeah, that's some nice stuff. So she's the only one that didn't come through. Interesting. Alright, you get to live. Alright, so that didn't go quite as smooth as it can sometimes go. Oof, my internet's having some issues. Sorry guys. I was debating whether or not to stream tonight because whenever it's evening time, everybody's watching Netflix or whatever. And my internet ends up sucking. You have that mod, but it doesn't happen. It's only for dark elves. It's like the racial ability or whatever for them. Okay, let's check out the other armor. See how that looks. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's kind of cool. The legs look a little bit too skinny, but then they have those weird pads at the sides. Hey, Rays. I will be around for as long as my internet holds out, or another hour or so. That's kind of, I was, kind of shooting for 2 hours. Anyway, let me know if you guys like that armor or the Thieves Guild stuff. Of course, once we join the Dark Brotherhood, which is watching. So, this is the first time I've been tempted to maybe switch. I don't really like the design of the glass dagger, though. It's, I mean, look at that. It's like a paddle. You can, like, play ping pong with it. And compare that to that thing. It's a thing of beauty. What else we got? Anything else interesting? Alright, we got Fingers of the Mountain scroll. That's kind of cool. Electrifies nearby targets for 30 seconds when hit by a shock spell. Lightning strikes for 120 damage to health and half that to magicka. Only works outdoors. I got a sweet roll. You can eat that. Do we have any new things of canis root? Have some canis root tea. An apple cabbage stew. Okay. Know all those things. Bandit's journal. Your dog Angel says hi. Hey, Angel. Damn those giants, just one mammoth would feed us for a month, but they herd them around like prized cattle, never taking an eye off them. We've hunted this area dry. Unless we get a kill soon, we'll have to find somewhere else to camp. Okay. Not a very interesting journal. Thought it was going to be some kind of sordid details, you know? Ow. Alright, well... She liked both, but thinking Thieves Guild for Night Mother is kind of weird. Alright. You know what? It's been really hard to find armor that I like from Immersive Armors. That's probably one of the better ones. So we'll go with that for now. And we need to go over there to collect the bounty. What's the best way to get down there is the question. Not by falling off a cliff. Is it even possible to get down this way? Oh, yeah. There's definitely get down here. He says. The ground's kind of bare over there, and there are wolves. Yuck. Right. Ow. Do I have fast healing? I think I have it. I don't have it listed. Hey, Mad King, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a long time either. Don't have enough magicka. And my girl just got killed. Let's just find a spot where we can kind of hide behind some cover. Okay. Level 25 bandit. Oh, yeah, don't you hate that when their arms disappear? Like, what? Why didn't you include arms? Apparently I'm in combat, but no one's appearing? Oh. Alright, you know what? Let's just, let's do some more health. Destruction, conjuration. Do we want to do some more illusion? Aspect of terror. I'm not really using fear spells. Location. This is, well, here. Just, southeast or southwest of Morthal. But I'm using the People of Skyrim 2 mod. So that adds some extra things. I gotta kill that mud crab. There we go. What? So the one I shot over there just came tumbling down this waterfall? Okay. Sounds good. Alchemy. No, not yet. I want Poisoner. Does anybody know whether snake blood in Valkyrie is worth it? Says your resistance To poisons and toxicity increases with the number of ingredients you consume. Consuming more ingredients will allow you to gradually become more proficient in detecting their subtle properties. Is that basically just the experimenter perk? That kind of... It's kind of what it sounds like. This is harvesting more ingredients. No. Benefactor. Yeah, it must be, right? Floating Hands McGee. Deadliest assassin in Skyrim. Yeah, that must be what that is. Don't know if I really want to spend a perk in that though. Sneak is already at 100. This is a cool perk. For anybody who has anybody who wants to naysay Valkyrie, they actually have a perk to make elemental spells do more damage from Sneak. That's fantastic. Although, I don't know if it's me, if it's one of my mods, but there's 2 backstab perks. There's backstab, sneak attacks with one-handed weapons do 6 times damage, which is like the normal backstab. But then beyond Assassin's Blade, we got another backstab. Daggers deal 25% more damage and critical damage from behind. I don't know if that's a bug with Valkyrie or if it's a bug that one of my other mods created. They seem to work okay though, so this is a nice one. Cloak and Dagger. Sneak attacks from invisibility also inflict a critical strike that deals improved critical damage. That's going to be pretty sweet once I actually have more for that. Custom, I'm not actually wearing a headpiece yet. Windwalker. Stamina regenerates faster when you're wearing all light armor. Yeah, no. One-handed. This is an interesting perk. Fangs. Daggers deal 10% more damage if the target is poisoned or bleeding. I don't know what the next one is. And then up here, power attacks with a dagger bleed the living for 30 seconds, inflicting critical strike. These are kind of cool. It's the latest NI mod, yeah. And he released it on May 30th. It was already updated it 5 times, I think, from version 0 or version 1 to version 1.05. I guess that's 5 updates. I'm not sure. Maybe it's 1 update. Destruction. I don't have enough for that. Intense flames causing enemies to flee on low health. That always sucks. I never really liked the flee aspect of fear. It's very different from Ordinator. A lot more like vanilla. A lot less perks. Could go to Adept. Could grab Animage too. I don't really know. I think I'm going to just get this. I don't really want to spend that perk, but whatever. Okay. So I need to get past these. Yeah, there's one. Uh-oh. My ancestors wish me to kill someone. Once again, I can't actually see who they want me to kill. Oh, they're right there. Yep, she's still alive, and she's become quite the assassin. Over there? Oh, there's a whole bunch of people here. Can I wait? Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna wait for nightfall. Yeah, sorry the first live was 2.25 hours long. I think I lost the... Yeah, that thing only lasts so long. Oh well. That's okay. You know, I do like the spells cast, or spells emit light mod, but for a sneaky character, it's maybe not the greatest. Maybe not the greatest mod to use. Wow, they really added a lot more over here. This entire ruin didn't exist at all, did it? I don't think. That entire ruin is new. There seems to be a seam in the world. Okay. Morthal. Over here somewhere. Yeah, how did episode 1 end? I was around about level 5, 6. Something like that. Yeah, Ordinator is great, but I've done like several builds with Ordinator now, so I thought I would try. Uh-oh. Oh, it's right there. I don't really want to be spat on with poison. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. Ugh. Yeah. Oh! Damn frostbite spiders. Oh!
Someone do something.
Wow. You've got cool armor. Oh! Well, she's fireballing it too. Right. We got another one. Frostbite invasion. Ah, right. Oh, this one's broken. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things added by people of Skyrim too.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Yeah, got this note.
From who?
Don't know. Creepy fella. Black robe. Couldn't see his face. Paid me a pretty sum to get that into your hands, though. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Ebony unarmored mage armor. Really? That's a good look. Really good look. And this frostbite spider is just like frozen in time. Yes, okay, so after the end of the last stream, I ended up playing the game through for quite a while. I got to level 27, I believe. And figured it was time to actually start the Dark Brotherhood part. So that's where we are going. Yeah, speaking of the mysterious note, we know. So the Dark Brotherhood do actually exist. The heck? What are you doing? Dude? I
You business with the Jarl. I'd ask you to speak to me first.
could you like crawl out from under there so I can get my bounty? Wait an hour? Ah. Much better. That was pretty funny.
Jarl, I'd ask that you speak to me first.
I killed the bandit leader at wartime. Unfortunately, some of his crew got in the way.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here's your reward.
Nice.
All right then.
So the Dark Brotherhood now. Well, I got the armor, you know. Apparently everybody in Morthal knows too.
Some old lady.
We got anything else to do? Still gotta find a Song of the Alchemist for Lammy. Okay, let's... I don't know, it's nighttime, right? Let's just sleep here. Morthal has no sewer, so he's just swimming around in the streams. Oh. Bless you. Alright, I would like a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Yeah, I probably should have changed before coming in here, but hey.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
You don't have a door? Or, I don't know, a skin or something to hang over that? I want to... Excuse me?
Morthal used to be a quiet place, but then the world used to make sense.
I sleep with a dagger. Just so you know. I'll be sleeping in my armor, I guess. Creepy. Core skills for the build. One-handed. Alchemy. Illusion. Conjuration. Destruction.
Sleep well.
Wow, her armor looks great. What? Where am I? Who the hell are you?
Does it matter? You're warm, dry, and still very much alive. That's more than can be said for old Grelod.
Oh, you know about that?
Half of Skyrim knows. Old hag gets butchered in her own orphanage. Things like that tend to get around. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I'm not criticizing. It was a good kill.
Yeah, Benor. Thanks a lot, buddy.
And you saved a group of urchins to boot. But there is a slight problem.
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure we can work it out. Narrow your eyes suspiciously and remain quiet. Ooh, nice. I like the new dialogue. What kind of problem? Whatever it is, I'm sure we can work it out. Narrow my eyes.
You see, that little Aretino boy was looking for the Dark Brotherhood. For me and my associates. Grelod the Kind was, by all rights, a Dark Brotherhood contract. A kill that you stole. A kill you must repay.
You want me to kill someone? Who?
Well now, funny you should ask. If you turn around, you'll notice my guests. I've collected them from, well, that's not really important. The here and now. That's what matters. You see, There's a contract out
Don't
in
diss
England,
Lorebook.
and that person can't leave this room alive. But, oh, which one? Go on. See if you can figure it out. Make your choice. Make your kill. I just want to observe and admire.
I'll have no part in this insanity. I don't kill without a cause just because someone tells me to. Very well, if that's the only way out, then let's do this. Frown deeply as you consider your options.
Am I to take your silence as acceptance? Then you know where we stand. Make your kill and we're square. Repayment of your debt is but a discreet knife thrust away.
Okay. By the way, I'm loving it, but...
Can you figure out who has the contract? Which one will you choose?
Well...
The anticipation is killing me.
Alright, yeah.
Figure out who has
Take
the
the
contract.
coin.
Which one will you choose?
Oh, I can just sleep here. Contract letter. The Void. 500 value. Alright, let's talk to you guys.
Whoever this is, clearly we got off on the wrong foot. But no worries. This is not the first time I have been bagged and dragged.
The contract, ooh, it's a trick. The contract is actually out on Astrid herself. I like that. Who are you?
Varsha, at your service. Obtainer of goods, taker of lives, and defiler of daughters. Have you not heard of me? Perhaps I will have my people carve my name in your corpse as a reminder.
Okay, so you're lippy. Do you have any enemies? Have you hurt people? Would someone pay to have you killed?
Me? Are you serious?
Answer me or I'll paint this room with your blood. No, come on, you can tell me. We're all friends here.
The real question is, would someone pay to have me killed again? A day goes by without someone trying to catch me in the street. I get disappointed.
Okay. Ooh. Get them to kill each other. That's an interesting idea.
And I promise my associates will not hunt you down like an animal and butcher you in the street. It is a win-win.
Okay. You seem pretty confident about your associates.
Get these things off of me.
Who are you?
None of your damn business who I am. If you're going to kill me, just do it already. Esmara is my witness. If I didn't have this hood on right now, I would spit right in your face.
Okay, well, I can clearly see. So he seems to be some sort of criminal and has lots of enemies. She's annoying, so, you know, if she spat in somebody in the wrong person's face, I could see someone wanting her to be killed.
Excuse me. What kind of question is that?
One last time, have you ever done anything to make someone want to kill you? It's okay, just tell me what I need to know. Have you hurt anyone? I'll intimidate her.
I'm kneeling here with my hands bound and a sack over my head, and you have the gall to ask me that? What do you think, genius?
Okay.
I don't have time for this nonsense. I've got a home to keep and children to feed. Now, let me out of here.
Grelod 2.0, is that you?
I can hear you talking out there. Please let me go. I've done nothing to you.
Who are you?
My name is Full-Time. I'm a soldier. Well, mercenary, really. You know, a sellsword. I've lived in Skyrim all my life. That's all. I'm a nobody, really. So, can't you just let me go?
Have you hurt people? Made enemies?
Oh, God. I don't want to die.
Answer me or die. Who have you wronged? Shh, don't be afraid. You can tell me. We've all done bad things.
Please, I don't know. I mean, I'm a soldier. I killed people when I was ordered to. Maybe there was sometimes I got... But war is war, right? Nobody could blame me for that. Could they?
Of course. Like, that's like the worst people. I was just following orders. Like, come on.
Please.
You should not violate all your moral stands by just like, well, I was ordered to do it. Alright, what's this contract letter? Did Astrid just nicely write a letter out telling us? I can't thank you enough for doing me this little favor. You know, I'm always happy to help you with a new initiation as well, so I hope the gold I've sent along with the other 2 victims I've assembled are more than fair payment. In truth, none of them would be missed. The soldier is a mercenary who, shall we say, gets a little too enthusiastic about his jobs. The woman is the most hated woman in town for various reasons that include inspiring someone to commit suicide and cheating a fellow citizen out of half their life savings. And the third is worse than 20 bandits and wanted in more than 1 hold for murder. I know you know which one I want dead in particular, but the truth is, I wouldn't shed a tear if none of them made it back alive. Good luck with your new recruit. So, assuming, of course, this letter is left here for me to find, so can we really trust that? The screen's glitching in and out. Yeah, it's my internet is choppy. Sorry about that. Hopefully we won't lose too much of the stream. Oh, destruction. Yeah, it's probably my end. I apologize. The Void. How long is this? Not too long. We'll read that. Okay. Before there was light, there was darkness. Before there was sound, there was silence. Before the ages of this world began, the emptiness filled forever, and all was at peace and in perfect balance. But then the silence broke, and from darkness came the light, and the creation of all the world began. Some misunderstand us and think all we wish is to destroy the world and return to the endless void. And it is true that some have sought to bring about the destruction of Nirn for that exact purpose. But that is not our purpose, nor is it the wish of our dread Lord and Father that all the ages pass away. For how then would we fill his void with souls of new ones, if new ones were not born? It is the nature of darkness to ever press against the light and try to subdue it. But does that then necessarily make the darkness evil? The void stretches on into eternity, but though dark, it is not empty. It is as much a paradise as it is a hell for those who enter. It all depends on how well you've served the dread Lord and Father. Wherever there is light, there shall be shadow. Wherever there is pleasure, there shall be pain. Wherever there is life, there shall be death. Send me those who have the darkness within them and maintain this balance. Fill my void with the souls of those who seek to create the void for themselves in Nirn, for only in my shadow can they find their true rest. Kill them out of mercy, for their souls are corrupt and dark, and cannot survive in the light. Send them to my side, where they will find peace. For all those who do my will, my shadow will be paradise. But for those who create chaos, they will find everlasting torment. Heed my tenets and maintain my balance, for you are my children and my shadow. Thus our Father commands, the void is our true rest. There shall we know peace and serve our Father forever. Send him the souls of the dark and corrupt, and he shall reward us with eternity. Interesting. Sounds a lot like Xemnas. Your heart is darkness. Okay. So that seems to be all the information we are going to get, and I don't really feel particularly bad about killing everyone. Fire? Fire and flames? Have anything interesting on them? Ooh. Scaled armor. Nope. I think I'm going to take his clothes up, actually. They're nice.
Well, well. Aren't we the overachiever? 3 possibilities, 3 victims. Must have been one of them, right? So why take chances?
So who was it? Which one of them had the contract? Yeah. All 3 of them were horrible in some way. Killing any of them would only make the world a better place. And Sithis smile. Fold your arms and remain silent as you stare at her coldly. Yes.
When most would speak, you listen. You think. You understand that the only thing that matters is you following my orders. To kill.
Really? That's what you took from that? Are we done?
Of course. And you've repaid your debt in full. Here's the key to the shack. But why stop here? I say we take our relationship to the next level. I would like to officially extend to you an invitation to join my family, the Dark Brotherhood. In the southwest reaches of Skyrim, in the Pine Forest, you'll find the entrance to our sanctuary. It's just beneath the road, hidden from view. When questioned by the Black Door, answer with the correct passphrase, "Silence, my brother." Then you're in, and your new life begins. I'll see you at home. Coda, you can, if you go to PCOutcast.com, you can check out the mod list there. I replaced both the male and female armor and the ancient shrouded armor as well. So that's 2 different mods. I can't remember what this one's called. Dark Brotherhood male and female armor replacer or something. Okay. So, propaganda for Sithis. And, oh, I could have used a woodcutter's axe on them too. With friends like these, enter the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. I've killed one of the captives as Astrid, well, all 3 of the captives, as Astrid instructed, and must now gain entrance to the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, which is located in the Southern Pine Forest. Astrid has provided me with the correct passphrase, "Silence, my brother." Alright. Well, I'll be back in just a moment, and we will continue. All right, and before we actually do continue, I just wanted to let you guys know that, like, I played, obviously I played, like 20 levels of the build off camera, but from now on I'm gonna, like, play through the whole Dark Brotherhood, because I'm using, like, several Dark Brotherhood mods, and I'm gonna be playing the Brotherhood of Old, which takes place after the main Dark Brotherhood quest. It's apparently about 8 to 10 hours of extra content, so it sounds pretty cool. And we are going to have to check that out. Wow, Mad King. I'm sure that is plenty. Do you need a Grelod in your area taken care of? I could send Aventus over to help out.
Dead marshes. What the heck is that? Should we go check out what the dead marshes are? That's not the face he intended to use. What the hell? Is that a bunch of bodies floating in the water? Oh. I can kill Nazeem. Is Nazeem essential? You know what? I have Heartbreaker mod. Even if he's essential, Nazeem is gonna die. No problem. No problem. Your donation is my command. What the heck? That is a... Well, that's a Thalmor. I don't really want to swim in this water. That's, like, really gross. Okay. They're not, searchable. Oh. Okay. Lots of dead people. Lots and lots of non-lootable dead people. Okay, that's a serious problem. Yeah. And apparently I have another assassination target. Whew, that was kind of crazy. He'll finally live in the Cloud District. Okay. This is a problem. Oh, look at him. Look at him. He's just got like, he's got like light coming off. Oh yeah, that the spell's emit light. That's what's going on there. Right. Yeah, that scared the living crap out of me too. So there's a lot of dead bodies there. And apparently a... Yeah, this is Ustengrav. Right. That's what I thought. I couldn't remember the name, but I was like, wait a minute. Dead bodies. Even the necromancer's dead. Foxglove nectar? He's just looking for a friend. What do we got here? Ooh, violet. Capornus? Oh, there's a person that needs to die over there. What do we got up here? Is that actually a person? They don't really look quite right. No. They are alert. Very alert. What are they doing? I'm just... The way Bethesda's behaving, I'm just terrified of, like, what Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna be. Oh, great. Sun's coming up. Like, is it gonna be just, like, microtransactions? I mean, they seem to be... They seem to want to create a platform where modders create all their content for them and then charge the players for those mods. Okay, he's literally sitting right there. Whoops. Yeah, okay. We'll do this. All right. I mean, Todd did say in that interview that they're designing Elder Scrolls 6 to be played for 10 years. I mean, that's not something like you can really intentionally do. You create a good game and then people, if people really like it, they will play it for a long time. It's not like they set out to design Skyrim to be played for 10 years and to be, you know, renewed by mods and stuff. So that, just that whole, you know, and you know, we want to have a way to connect with the players and stuff. Like, you have a way to connect with the players. It's called creating good games, not, you know, demanding that they pay you $30 for a Santa suit. Yeah, they talked about, he mentioned not wanting to, or not being able to, like, not having any kind of connection with Skyrim and Fallout 4 players. I'm like, if they really, really want to, you know, give something to the community, they could just release another DLC. Like, is that not a thing? Is that just not even an option? Like, that's how the Creation Club should have actually been, as they should have teamed up with like the biggest modders to make DLC sized mods, not try and sell like, you know, armor and like single pieces of armor and swords and things for like $10. Anyway, I guess we'll just have to see in the long run. Yeah, it probably can't be worse than Fallout 76. More damage? I think that's a good idea. Yeah, I mean, they didn't really learn anything from although Jim Sterling said that they discovered that they can sell... Fallout 76 taught them that they can release a piece of crap and promise to fix it later, and they'll still get some sales. Although, you know, we're seeing what the result of this type of behavior, like Activision and EA have been like way ahead of Bethesda on the curve of, you know, exploiting their fan base, right? And look at what's happening to Activision right now. They lost 45% of their market value. They've had to fire 30% of their staff. Like, they're not in very good shape. So unfortunately, these companies can only really be taught the right thing by losing massive amounts of money. Unfortunately, sometimes they get the message that the problem is not what they're releasing, but that people have like moved on. They're not interested in Elder Scrolls anymore. That's why it's not selling. They're not interested in Fallout universe. That's why it's not selling. Like, ugh. No, it's because you released a garbage game. Okay, we got yet another notice.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Ah, there's a new lady in charge of the orphanage in Riften. She asked me to hand out these notices to everyone I met. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Alright, at least let's keep in mind that they do have another game in between Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls 6. Actually, they're doing Blades. If Blades is a disaster and then Starfield's a disaster, then maybe things will turn around before they get to Elder Scrolls 6. That's what my wife was saying the other day, is like, hey, you know, it could be worse, right? Things could be worse. Like, Fallout 76 could have been Elder Scrolls 6. They could have... They threw the Fallout universe under the bus. They could have thrown the Elder Scrolls universe under the bus first.
Never is.
I wonder if Bethesda doesn't really care about Fallout that much. You know, it's not like their own creation. They bought it. I don't know. I wonder. Anyway, we need to find Nazeem. The Elder Scrolls 6 we won't even be alive anymore. Well, our grandchildren's grandchildren will hopefully know what's up. All right, Nazeem. I gotta kill Nazeem for my friend Mad King. How should we do this? Like, is that him standing by the notice board? I think it is.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. Need something?
I need you to follow me.
All right then.
How far will you follow me? And there you go. Nazeem is no more.
I've got a recipe
That was slightly anticlimactic, but hey. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're happy with his... the way he went. This is a knife. The guards can find his body there and deal with that later. And meanwhile, we can go and meet up with the Dark Brotherhood. We are happy to help. Yeah, that kid was like running over there like, don't go and play over there right now. Was that Braith? Was it Braith or was it the other girl? If it was Braith, it's okay.
What is the music of life?
Although according to MXR, Braith grows up to be really hot. Well, we should probably walk in here all dramatic like, right? That armor's actually not bad. It's kind of growing on me. It's got some good points and some bad points, I think. Like most armors. I like that you have a nice little shrine to death there.
At last. I hope you found the place all right.
She bullied your other child? Yeah, Braith will probably like, I did it! It was all me! Alright, so what happens now, Astrid?
Well, what happens now is you start your new life in the Dark Brotherhood. You're part of the family, after all. This, as you can see, is our sanctuary. You won't find a safer place in all of Skyrim. So get comfortable.
I'm honored to be part of the family. When do I get to send someone else to the void? Remain quiet as you take in your surroundings.
Yes, the silence suits you. Gives you an air of mystery. Now, down to business. I'm arranging a job.
The very same MXR.
In the meantime, go talk to Nazir. He may have some smaller contracts to tide you over. Soon, the Night Mother will arrive. And things around here are sure to get even more interesting. Ah, but one last thing. A welcome home present. The armor of the Dark Brotherhood. May it serve you well in all your endeavors.
Cool. And this Dark Brotherhood armor is so much nicer. Like, oh my goodness. Who's the Night Mother? Where do the contracts come from? What if I am caught killing someone? Are there any rules I should be aware of? What can you tell me about yourself?
This sanctuary has been my entire life since I was a young woman. That's when I first discovered my, shall we call it, aptitude for elimination. I had an uncle, you see. He made certain unwanted advances. So I killed him, and liked it. Then I killed again, and liked it even more. And so on. I was recruited by the Dark Brotherhood, and have been here ever since. I met my husband, Arnbjorn, rose to leadership, and now, here we are.
Yeah, MXR has made a living off of Skyrim boobies, pretty much. Are there any rules I should be aware of?
Used to be the Dark Brotherhood was bound by 5 tenets, but we stopped following those years ago. All those rules, all that discipline, and look where the Dark Brotherhood ended up. We're the last of our kind, and we live the way we see fit. Bottom line, respect your family. Do that, and everything else will fall into place.
Alright, what happens if I'm caught killing someone?
Try not to, but I do realize it's sometimes not that easy. You may want to make a statement, or a contract may require a public killing. Murder is obviously a very serious crime, and a very high bounty will be put on your head in the hold where the act was committed. You can run, obviously, but you'll still have a price on your head. If a guard attacks, you can attempt to yield by sheathing your weapon. If the guard accepts, you can serve your time in a cell or pay your bounty. We've all gone through it. We do what we must to survive. But there is another option. Some members of the Thieves' Guild in Riften can get their bounties erased for a price. Something to think about.
I like the idea of not getting caught. Yes, Coda, that probably does qualify as digital prostitution. What do they call that? Cyber whoring? Something like that. So where do these contracts come from?
They used to come from the Night Mother. Potential clients would perform the Black Sacrament, and she would hear their prayers. The Night Mother would communicate this to the listener, who would then dispatch a speaker to arrange the contract with the client. But that was a long time ago. There hasn't been a listener in years. Not since Cyrodiil was overrun in the war with the Thalmor. But people don't know that, so they still perform the ritual. And we eventually hear about it. When someone wants us, we find out.
It's true. I did make Lusty Aragonian maid build. And I even installed immersive wenches. And the wenches were naked. Much to my shame. I'm so sorry. This is all family-friendly content, I swear.
The unholy matron, the shrouded lady, the mistress of the void. She goes by many names. Ages past, Sithis gave a woman 5 children. She killed them to win his favor.
Yes, donate $20 and I'll read the tenets of the Dark Brotherhood.
Today she's a skeleton.
That's as close to a Bible as we're gonna get for the Dark Brotherhood.
Brought to this sanctuary by her keeper.
All your septums went to Nazeem. Well, it was a well thought out contract. So the Night Mother is being brought here.
Yes. A few months ago, I received word from the Night Mother's keeper that he had arrived in Skyrim from Cyrodiil. The Night Mother's crypt in Bravil was destroyed, a result of the chaos caused by the war with the Thalmor. That forced a relocation. I don't know where the keeper has been these past few months, but I recently received another letter. He's bringing the Night Mother here soon.
Dark Brotherhood, Vatican, whatever. It's all the same. Okay, well that's
Be sure and
an interesting situation.
Family members. They're all very eager to meet you.
And there's also shrouded robes and things. Okay. Alteration, because of course Sithis is all about alteration.
I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract for you yet.
You don't have a primary contract right now? Night Mother's Truth. Oh. Wow. I'll read that at another time.
I'm afraid I don't have a primary
Hope you don't mind. More information. Nazir. We lost another one. Our brother went went in ignorant and now he's dead. It's bad enough that recruits are hard to find, but now we're losing them in contracts just because we aren't giving them enough information. It's ridiculous. I know when there was a listener, the Night Mother would pick and choose the contracts we accepted, and all the details would be given to the listener to relay to the rest of us. Of course, not everyone who performed the Black Sacrament got an answer. These days, though, we'll kill anyone that approaches us. I guess I understand. We can't afford to turn away any contracts right now. We need the coin, but we have to have something besides a note that says the Black Sacrament has been performed. Someone wants this poor fool dead, go kill them, etc. I know things have changed under Astrid. I'm not suggesting we go back to the tenants or anything, but as the one who makes the most contacts with our clients, I think it would be wise to at least compile a dossier about the target with some information on who the client is and why they want them dead. We can't keep losing people like this. So far, I've been forbidden to share but a few details. I'll talk to Astrid about it. I pray she'll listen to reason. Just make sure the next brother or sister you send has the information and doesn't get themselves killed. Interesting.
I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract for you yet.
The third tenant. Do you mind if I read this? Third tenant by Gimsley Gravis, Dark Brotherhood historian. Never disobey or refuse to carry out an order from a Dark Brotherhood superior. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. These words hang above the door of our sanctuary here in the Imperial City, and new recruits recite them as part of their initiation rites into our order. The Black Hand has decreed that those words are official, and yet I fear as ages pass, many will forget that these words were not the original third tenant, and indeed, all of the tenants have gone through revision after revision through the years. The listener has the ultimate say in how these tenants are worded and enforced, and I have researched all the revisions of the listeners that came and went through the years, most of them minor tweaks in wording, though the intention and meaning remain the same. I fear this latest version, however, has taken something from us, and thus I wish to record the official details of the transition of this third tenant so that others may know its meaning. Never kill the innocent unless ordered to from a Dark Brotherhood superior. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. These were the words that the Night Mother herself bid the first listener to write when the 5 tenants were established. Over the centuries, many replaced the word innocent with guiltless or even pure, since it has long been taught to us that innocence is the illusion of life. But who are we to break such illusions until the appointed time? And what is innocence anyway, but one who has been fortunate enough not to have the Black Sacrament performed for them? And yet this was the Night Mother's words, passed down to us through the ages. Many have interpreted it to mean that one should not refuse to kill on moral grounds if a contract has been arranged, and yet many of us know how many times there are a great many moral reasons to kill. Does the Night Mother herself not vet our contracts? Does she not tell us who is deserving of death and ignore those whom she deems unworthy? All this tenant reinforces is that the Night Mother's will is what governs our blades, our bows, and our magic. We are but weapons sent out into the world to do her bidding. Does the blade decide for itself whose throat to slit? It can neither judge nor see all ends. How many wars have we stopped, lives saved, slaves freed, dictators toppled, since our great work began so long ago? The Morag Tong limited themselves to petty politics, but ignored wives abused by husbands or lovers betrayed. We have righted these wrongs and sent such people to the void to be with our Father. Our work is pure. But none of this could have been accomplished if we questioned the Night Mother's wisdom, nor if we accepted every contract that came our way or killed for our own purposes. And so, my dear family, I fear the loss of this wording, which made it so clear that our blades are at the Night Mother's command, not our own. There are still some sanctuaries who hold the old wording true, such as the ones in Skyrim. I pray that our listener, in his wisdom, will reconsider this action, for it can only cause confusion later. Let there be no confusion now, my brothers and sisters, for the Night Mother's purpose has not changed since our founding. Be her weapons, By all means, obey your superiors, but do not forget the true meaning of the third tenet. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that armor's looking great. Let's see how it looks on me. Resistance to poison? Yeah. Wearer is muffled. Nice. Backstab does double damage. Ooh, my hair clips through it. But yeah, that armor is gorgeous. Hey, Zarin Van Houten? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thanks, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, I'm sorry about the Requiem playthrough kind of getting murdered. What happened with that? Is that when I installed Enderroll and I didn't realize that you could actually have 2 copies of Skyrim running with different mods? Because, you know, the Requiem is a monster that completely takes over your Skyrim. Actually, considering I'm playing this on Special Edition, I should be able to mod Legendary Edition with Requiem and play another Requiem playthrough. That is an incredible mod. I should maybe check that out. Anyway, yeah, you're right. The hair always clipped through things. I mean, I can wear the cowl. Yeah, I guess that's okay. I could change my hair. Well, she's got some poison vials on that side. Pretty cool. All right. Well, we'll have to deal with that for right now. Wait, how come everybody else is wearing the regular Dark Brotherhood outfits? Oh, you're not. But you are. You're wearing your thing.
Always mocking the experienced. My contract went very well. Tried a new spell. Little something I've been working on in my spare time. Came this close to turning that priest inside out.
What of your latest army? Something about a Khajiit. Merchant Khajiit.
How adorable.
Yeah, that armor is quite nice. Oh, you could be right, Coda. He's got the short sleeve version. Maybe that's what's going on there. Yeah, check this out. Look. What? Look at that blade. It's like a Xena blade, but it's got dagger things coming out of it. Damn, you look incredible, man.
Welcome, my sister. Welcome to our sanctuary. You have made the right choice joining us, I assure you.
Nice to meet you. Let's hope so. Plan to help the Dark Brotherhood return to greatness. Thank you, Vizier. I hope I'll fit in here without too much trouble. I'm kind of new at this killing stuff. Yeah, let's downplay how much murder I've done.
Just trust in Astrid, follow her orders. You'll do fine here.
Can you tell me about yourself?
Once I was a shadow scare, an assassin in service to the King of Black Marsh, trained by the Dark Brotherhood since the day of my hatching. But that was a lifetime ago. Today, I am the last of my kind. My order is extinct. Now, I happily serve Astrid in this sanctuary. I am a trained killer, and once again have been given purpose. Life is good.
Is a chakram... Like, how did they... Do you know how they used it? Like, did they, like, use it like a blade, or do they actually throw it at people?
Until next time.
It's pretty cool. He looks totally badass. This guy's a freak.
Let me guess. Astrid failed to mention I'm her husband. She has a tendency to do that. Doesn't want the others thinking she plays favorites. Look, if you're trying to get to know me, don't. I don't like you, and I never will. It's nothing personal, but my wife trusts you, and I trust her judgment, so you can't be all bad. Here's all you need to know. I'm a werewolf. I like killing things. I love Astrid. I hate annoying people, and the color blue gives me a headache.
Okay. So they used it like a blade. Interesting.
Yeah, good luck.
Alright, let's get this while we're here. I'm debating whether or not to use shouts in this build. Not really sure. They're used for cutting. I guess that would make a lot of sense, right? You're not going to stab people with that. But yeah, since it's kind of like a saw, right? It's like the jagged edges of a saw. So I guess they would rake it that way, so it would rip. Or they could go the other way and slice. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, you're right. I don't think for this particular build that shouts are a thing. Besides, I plan on doing a shout build, so...
So you're the newest member of our dwindling, dysfunctional little family. I've heard quite a bit about you.
Quietly stare at Nazir without responding. Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Save the niceties for now. I have no intention of getting invested in someone who may be dead tomorrow. If you're still breathing in a few weeks, I'm sure we'll be the best of friends.
Astrid said that you would have some work for me.
Did she now? Well, as it turns out, there are a few lingering contracts we haven't had the chance to complete just yet. And more, dribbling in from time to time. I'll assign them to you as they become available, to be completed at your leisure. It is. These aren't particularly glamorous assassinations, I'll be honest. Don't pay much either. But they'll keep you busy. Just do them as you're able. There's no real time limit. The targets aren't going anywhere. You can turn each one in as it's completed, or wait and turn in the whole group when all the targets have been eliminated. Whichever works for you.
Yeah, my shout playthrough is going to be heavily modded, I assure you. And yeah, the only way to really make shouts a viable playstyle in vanilla is to use the Fortify restoration loop to make cooldown. Need to bring cooldown to 0, or any of the other techniques. Never really was able to get any of those other techniques to work though. Can you tell me about yourself?
Well, I'm Redguard, as I'm sure you've noticed. Though not like most of my kind you'll find in Skyrim. That's for damn sure. I am a child of Hammerfell, born of the sands of the mighty Alakir. In that great desert, blood is a shade of crimson I can scarce describe. My past is long and storied. I'm not altogether proud. But the Dark Brotherhood saved me from myself, and I have never looked back.
Alright, well, I'm ready for the first set of contracts, I guess.
Well then, let's get started. I've got 3 available right now. Your targets are the beggar Narfi, an ex-miller named Enodius Papias, and Baytil, a mine boss. When you've completed all those, we'll see if I might have some more.
Werewolf build. How about the abomination from Darkest Dungeon? Alright, what can you tell me about Baytild?
She separated from her husband several months ago. Now the two run competing mining operations. Baytild's angry and desperate, a fighter.
Okay. Narfi?
He's a hapless beggar living in some ruins just outside the village of Iverstead. Easy, even for you.
I also want to do the Hound Master from Darkest Dungeon.
He lives just outside Anga's mill in the woods. He was once the miller. Now Papias is just a paranoid recluse who thinks someone is out to get him. And he's right.
Well, none of these people seem like I should kill them. They're just regular people. They're not criminals. They're not murderers. They haven't stolen anything. They haven't harmed anyone.
There you are. Astrid's told me all about you. Heard he pulled the old choose your victim gap. Ah, I love that.
All the victims were scum. I love sending their kind to Sithis. Yeah, I don't mind killing those who truly deserve it.
You're going to love it here. We have a lot of fun. And we look out for each other, just like any family.
Alright, can you tell me about yourself? So, Moonlight Tales, eh? Is that the main werewolf mod that you would recommend, Mad King?
I'm just a little girl. The Dark Brotherhood killed my mama and papa, and then they took me captive. Please, please help me. Rather convincing, don't you think? In truth, I'm no more a little girl than you are. I was once, of course, 300 years ago. Vampirism tends to keep one remarkably fresh.
Right.
Have fun.
New sister, may I offer my most sincere welcome to our family.
Yeah, well, I'm just here for the creepy clothes and the chance to kill people who annoy me. That's cool. I like the change in the dialogue. Thank you. I feel at home already, as if I belong here. Well, not quite.
You certainly have a strange energy about you. I look forward to following your progress.
What can you tell me about yourself?
What a curious question. Well, I enjoy moonlit nights, taking long walks on the beach, knitting, and unicorns. In fact, I once took a seaside stroll on a moonlit night and discovered a unicorn, which I proceeded to stab in the throat with a crochet needle. I'm a woman of refined, yet simple tastes.
And a smartass, apparently. Coda, is it Moonlight Tales that you can make it that you just randomly change, like on full moons? Is that mod? Can't remember.
Kill well and often.
And the old guy, Festus.
Yes, you're the new family member. Let's make this easy. Consider me the cranky old uncle nobody talks to. You go your way, I'll go mine.
The special edition version doesn't have an MCM yet. Yeah, I had a character build that was almost entirely, like, well, not entirely, but like the basis of the mod was that he was didn't have control over his werewolf disease. His what's it called? The blood something, right? Anyway, yeah, that was actually. I should really dig that build up too. That would be a lot of fun to play. Okay, Uncle Festus, just trying to be friendly. What can you tell me about? Yeah, lycanthropy, but there's it's called the blood something disease. I can't remember offhand.
I like to say I was born with a wand in my hand. Well, not literally. You could see how painful that would have been for Mother. But I was a prodigy, casting simple spells by 1, completing complex incantations by 3, resurrecting corpses by 7. Ha! When I was 13, I accidentally burned down the family home. Bit of lightning gone awry. Oh, but soon after, I mastered my gifts completely. I went on to teach at the college. Left after 2 years. Too simple, too safe. None of them truly understood the glory of the Destruction School.
Well, that's interesting. Maybe you can teach me more about destruction.
What everyone else is saying.
Boots and things. Contracts. Nazir, did I hear correctly? You actually refused a contract without consulting me? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I realize you're still burdened by principles in some ways. We're not in any position to be able to refuse contracts, no matter how gruesome. You may wish to draw some kind of line at killing children, but that contract could have fed the lot of us for over 2 months. Also, I'm hearing that we still have several open contracts. Why haven't I been informed? I realize we've lost some recruits, but I didn't need to know if our contract list is getting backed up. We have a reputation to uphold. From now on, I want all contracts recorded somewhere so that I can review them regularly. I want to know how many we have open and how many have been completed, as well as how much gold they are bringing in and who completed the contract. And should any further questionable targets come our way, you are to discuss them with me before refusing. Do I make myself clear? So Astrid was willing to accept a contract to kill a child. Well, I certainly like her a little less now. Uncommon Taste. They actually have a copy of Uncommon Taste. Lieutenants. 4 of them. 5 of them? 5 of them. I totally misread that.
Probably shouldn't break into that. My mother's children. One-handed. By an unknown listener. Okay. I do not have time to read. I don't have time to read all of that. Some ale. More of the tenants. Some ruined books. That's just a way in and out there. Sacred Witness, a true history of the Night Mother. I'm gonna have to read these at another time. You know what? I'm gonna take that and read it later. I should go grab the other one too. And this place is a mess. Another copy of The Void, which is the one that I read earlier. That is a pretty cool stained glass window. Well. That goes down back here. Okay. I'm gonna go grab that book. This way? Yeah, there we go. I will read these off camera, I believe. Well, I was kind of hoping that there'd be a little bit more information. Book of Death. By Nazir. An accounting of Dark Brotherhood contracts. Did you ever notice that the skeleton in the spider's pit is the author of the Night Mother's truth? Really? Okay, accounting of the contracts. Forward, everyone. Astrid has requested a detailed accounting of all her contracts, and so I've divided this book into two sections, completed contracts and open contracts. As you turn in your completed contracts, I will update the book and make sure Astrid is informed of your progress. The open contracts are requests that have come in, some from the Black Sacrament and others directly. Please note that not all open contracts will be immediately available, as some research has been done ahead of time before we send a brother to complete the contract. I appreciate your cooperation in this matter. Please do not remove the book from this pedestal, as there are only 2 copies and I will need to rewrite the entire thing if it goes missing again. Festus, this means you. Completed contracts. Ephraim Loudsong, 400 septims, pedophile, wandering solitude. Completed by Babette. Note, Babette kept the body. I don't want to know why. Okay, so that was the one she was talking about, I presume. Mishka Renjo, 350 septims, assassin, posing as a merchant in Windhelm, completed by Arnbjorn. That's the one he was talking about. Master of the Whispering Fang style. 3. Ulrich Blackfeather, 500 septims, thief in Riften. Maven requested 2 assassins for this one as he is quite dangerous. Gabriella and Vizira completed the contract and earned her gratitude. Maven says she'll write if she needs us again. Yeah, Maven is gonna die. Severus Epans, 300 septims, powerful and dangerous wizard from the college, completed by Festus. That's probably the one that he made turn inside out. No, that was a priest. Illyria? Malel. 350. Cheating wife of a noble in solitude. I took care of it myself. Nazir. Elrin Amani. 400. A blacksmith in Rorikstead who was secretly working with the Forsworn. Babette took care of it. She was greatly outnumbered, but somehow managed it alone. I gave her an extra share of the profits for her trouble. Caspian Bravus, 300, a priest from the Temple of Kinnereth in Whiterun. Seems he was getting too friendly with some of the boys in the city. Festus took care of this. Ah, that's the one that he turned inside out. Open contracts. Narfi, beggar. Easy contract, doesn't pay much. That does not explain anything. I was hoping more details, you know. Deacus, pirate, looter. Getting more information on this before I assign it. Temba, assigned to Babette, pending completion. Hearn, dangerous contract. Already killed our last recruit. He knows Babette, so we can't send her. I'll sit on this one till we have the right assassin for the job. Anoriath, cannibal in Whiterun, hoping we don't have to kill him since he could be a good recruit. Sending Vizira one last time with her final offer. Helvard, good money, waiting on details from the Jarl's guards before signing. Delphine, she keeps giving us the slip. She almost killed Vizira. I think we should give them their money back. Beytild, mine boss, lots of people want her dead, including her ex-husband and employees. Gathering information on her now. Anodius Pepius, this one just came in. High bounty from the Imperials in Cyrodiil, but our client will pay even more. Larbuk, Astrid, I need your help with this one. I have over 100 requests to kill this guy. Who do we accept the contract from? Who's the client? Marendru Joe? Odd request from a Khajiit caravan. Getting more details before we assign this one. Can rarely trust Khajiit. And cannot spell Khajiit either. Basinius Axios Iverstead. This guy has 3 contracts out on his life. Seems he likes to sleep around and break hearts. Gabriel. Oh, is that the guy? That's the guy that we can help get together with the girl. You know, he takes her away to Riften as part of the Agent of Mara quest line. Damn. Right, so he gets around and has got 3 contracts on his life. Gabrielle wanted this one, said it was personal, so I let her have it. Mal Urel, very dangerous wizard. Still haven't been able to track him down, so we can assign this. Agnes, Fort Greymore. I'm waiting for details, but this one's crazy, literally. Safia, pirate. She's tough and dangerous and has a crew to defend her. Not even sure we can do this without sending an army, or at least a very good assassin. Nazeem, hey, Whiterun, similar situation to Lorbuk. Everyone hates this guy. Yeah, apparently, Mad King got the contract on that. Do we have to have a lottery to see who gets the lucky client? Braith, Whiterun, refused contract. I know, Astrid, I know. I should have asked you first. It won't happen again. Okay, so that's the child that they want, that she refused to kill. Okay, I can maybe see her reasoning. But who's actually putting a contract out on her? The the Windstar triplets, 3 elderly spinster sisters living in Dawnstar. They take care of their even older mother. Seems all 3 are suspected of some very dark witchcraft. I'm sending Babette to handle this one. Yep, Mad King won the lottery by fixing the results. Oh no. Okay, so a little bit, just gives us a little bit of detail. Apparently the Imperials want Papias dead, and Beytild, everybody wants her dead. Yeah, that's part of the Dark Brotherhood for Good Guys mod. Apparently, Yeah, it's designed to give you a little bit of detail behind things so that you're like, I don't want to kill random people, but they give you some reasons why you might want to do that. Anyway, I've run over time by a little bit, so I think we're gonna call that an episode there. So far, so good. We're in with the Dark Brotherhood, and from now on, I will be streaming this, like, play-by-play, basically. I'm not going to be skipping levels or anything like that. Unless I maybe go off and do some, like, non-Dark Brotherhood stuff. I might do that, do some of those things, like, off-camera. But, yeah, anyway. Sorry that we didn't actually get into any of the assassinations themselves with this, and the one assassination that we did of that bandit kind of went a little bit south. Maybe better next time. Thanks very much for joining me, everybody. Really appreciate it. And super huge thanks to Mad King for his incredibly generous donation. Really appreciate that. That helps a lot because these streams don't make like any money from YouTube at all. YouTube's like cutting their payments by a lot, making it almost completely worthless to have content on here, at least from a financial standpoint. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Coda, I'm not sure. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. Well, I might be able to stream tomorrow, but it'll be after the EA conference at E3. And Sunday, Girl Got Game and I will be doing a Snark Fest for the Bethesda conference, so be sure to join us then. I think it's at 8:30 Eastern time. Let me just check that. I'll maybe post. If it is, I'll actually schedule the stream and we can watch it together. That will be fun. Yeah, Bethesda is going to be Sunday at 8:30 Eastern time. So if you'd like to join us for that, we will watch that and see how much we can diss Todd. Should be fun. What else? Yeah, tomorrow it'll be after the EA conference. So the EA conference is 12:15 a.m. 12:15 Eastern time I'm in, and I don't know how long it'll be. Probably an hour, something like that. So sometime after that, if I'm able to stream, I'll do it after that. But yeah, otherwise you can join us on Sunday, and we will watch some Bethesda and see what's going on with that. So anyway, thanks very much for joining me. Really appreciate all the support, and we will see you next time.